Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to go over my view on the anime series Baki. The next season for Baki Hanma just got announced and I am pretty hyped for it. Baki the Grappler was the older version of the anime. Sadly, I haven't watched it yet, which is a shame because, you know, growing up as a kid, I would always get the Dragon Ball Z box sets and everything, and I would always see, you know, Baki the Grappler like promoted the F out of the whole thing. Every time I got a Dragon Ball Z series or like anything Dragon Ball Z, Funimation would slam that shit down my throat. But anyways, that is on the watch list still. But anyway, let's get into Baki. If you all don't know, it goes in two parts on Netflix, aside from Baki the Grappler. So you have Baki, which has 2 seasons, and then Baki Hanma, which has 1 season. Baki is the one you want to watch first on Netflix, and then it goes into Baki Hanma. I'm not too sure why they changed the title. It's literally the continuation of the story. So what are my thoughts on Baki? Well, to be honest, I was heading to Las Vegas on a trip last year, and I was scrolling on Netflix before the flight, and I was like, you know what, let me find a good little series to watch while I'm on the flight. So I stumbled across Baki. I believe it's like 12-13 episodes per season. So I started with Baki. I downloaded season 1. That lasted me the whole plane trip, and I think on the way back I started season 2. Guys, let me tell you right now, the show is like, it has its charm. If people out there, you know, you like people that like JoJo's and stuff like that, like it, to me, it gives off that like over the top, like, did that really just happen? And like at the same time, you're just like, this is kind of stupid, but it works. That's the vibe that it gives off. It is hilarious. It is downright ridiculous. The fight sequences are just chef's kiss, like all over it. It's a beautiful anime. And before, you know, the crazy people start attacking, trust me, I know, as much as I love this anime, Baki, not Baki Hanma, Baki, the first 2 seasons, they have their hiccups with the CGI.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Before we get into that, let's just talk about story and everything. Baki is literally training to fight his dad. Like that's the overall premise of the story, I guess, without putting too many spoilers in. I know it's been out for a while, but my take on this channel is to give critique and, you know, kind of give like recommendations without putting too much spoilers in. You know, it's a straightforward storyline. Baki, he's a Chad the whole anime. You know, he gets the girl, he kicks ass, and he makes friends along the way. And it's just one of those, like, it's a very heartwarming anime, and like it's a feel-good anime minus all the ridiculousness. This is what I mean when I say ridiculous. This show's fights, one after another, like, okay, where's this gonna go? How the hell is this happening? Like, what am I even looking at? Half the time, you're just like, every time somebody brings out a move and you think they're just kicking each other's ass, there's like a hidden story or like a slight backstory to that move that they're about to do. And it's just the most over-the-top shit. I love it. It's like, you know, they put emphasis on it on purpose to make it like for entertainment purposes, but part of me feels like they did it in all seriousness, and that's not the result that came out of it. Let me see if I can put up a quick little clip of what I'm trying to reference here.
Akshu.
But overall, the fights, the animation, oh my god, like everything in this anime is gorgeous. Everything's great. The voice acting is great. Baki is an absolute gangsta. The fights, like I said, they're just beautiful. And I know a lot of people don't really care. A lot of people do hate the CGI that anime reels in every now and then, or, you know, they try and, I guess, cut corners. But if I'm being honest with you guys, Baki's season 1 is pretty terrible with the CGI here and there. Season 2 of Baki isn't as bad, and then Baki Hanma is, if I can remember correctly, like little to none CGI. So it progressively gets better. I think they kind of went back, or like they reflected back on their first 2 seasons, and they're like, you know what, we're doing too good of a job to kind of screw the viewers over. And that's kind of my take on it. Like, that's what I got from it. So knowing that they fixed their mistakes with the CGI, I feel like it's a complete W. Just know that you're gonna breeze past it. You're not even gonna remember half the shit that you see in CGI. unless it's like a fun party joke or whatever. But honestly, it's hands down, it's worth the watch just because it fixes itself and the fight scenes are still ridiculous. It's beautiful when it has to be. That's where I'm trying to get to. You know, if you guys want to know like how the fight sequences look and everything, just know that it is bloody, it is detailed. You know, there's even a part where Baki gets to smash his girl and they show a little bit of titty, just for the people who actually care about that kind of stuff. I mean, overall, guys, it's beautiful. I loved it. There's this issue that I have with watching shows that if at some point I get really bored, I'll doze off or I'll have to get up and do something. Was pretty much like focused the whole time I was watching Baki just because it was that entertaining. I don't really care too much unless it's something that I absolutely like if I'm getting my girlfriend into it, or you know, if I was just that excited about it. But I try my best not to rewatch stuff too many times, just because personally I feel like it's a waste. I mean, if something's a masterpiece and, you know, trying to critique it and break down like certain angles or whatever for filming and all that, I understand that. But like, there's certain things that it took me a long time to rewatch Dragon Ball Z with my girlfriend, just because like I already know how the animation is and how the pacing is. And you know, I'm a One Piece fan, and my fellow One Piece fans out there, you all know what I'm talking about. But when it comes to Baki, I would honestly rewatch it again. That's how entertaining it was. That's how quick everything is. Anyways, guys, so there it is. There's my take on Baki. If I were to have to rate it, I would give it an 8 out of 10. Depending on how Baki Hanma Season 2 looks, I'll probably bump that up to a 10 out of 10. It is highly rewatchable in my opinion. If you've seen it, let me know what you think in the comments. If my opinion on it and my take on it was somewhat decent or absolute garbage, please slam me for it in the comments. I want to see the comment section. I want to see everybody get, you know, feuded by this anime discussion or just make friends out of it overall, because, you know, I'm just here to connect everybody and give somebody a safe spot to talk about shit, because I'm not really one to slam anybody. Everybody's subjective. Everybody has their own opinion. Anyways, if you do like this, please like this video, subscribe for the algorithm, and I'll see you in the next one.